Good morning, guys. I wanted to jump in today and talk about 5 things I do differently now that I've healed from night eating syndrome. So I know a lot of you are coming into 2021 probably with this goal to be free of it. I had this for over 15 years. It is possible. I now sleep soundly through the night. So I've been thinking about it, and there's definitely a lot of habits that I do so differently at this stage of my life, having fully recovered. So number 1, I never ever skip a meal. So in the past, I would hate certain meals, especially breakfast or lunch. I was often on the go. I would just grab something or I would skip it entirely. I always eat 3 meals, and I aim for 2 snacks as well to balance my blood sugar throughout the day. Next one, even if I overeat, I never try to make up for it. So I never try and burn off those calories by over exercising. I don't eat less the next day or less for my next meal. I press a big mental reset button and I get right back to making sure I'm eating enough calories to sustain my daily needs. This is key. Always respect that your body needs fuel, it needs energy. You don't need to make up for anything. Next up, I'm very protective of my stress levels. So in the past, I ran on cortisol. I was very proud of my hustle, worked insane hours, was always busy. You know, someone said, "How are you?" I was like, busy. So now I'm very protective of my stress levels. I'm much more conscious of how I set boundaries, how I manage my schedule. And even with exercise, I don't try and do high intensity all the time. I follow my menstrual cycle and I try and do my high intensity exercises when my hormones and body can benefit from it, and then I know when to slow down. Also, just on any regular day, if I'm pushing it in the gym and I feel it increasing my stress, or I'm going to that point of like exhaustion versus getting energized and feeling good working out, I know when to pull back. This is super key. Next up, I always balance my blood sugar. I know a broken record with this, you guys, but it's like the number one thing for balancing your hormones, and then also just getting your body into that rhythm so that at night you're gonna sleep, because your sleep is an accumulation of how you had your day. So in your day, if you're managing your stress levels, if you're balancing your blood sugar, having breakfast, snack, lunch, dinner, versus what I used to do, which was like coffee, forget to eat, then have a high carb snack, then forget to eat, then have a high carb dinner. Like it was like this. Now I find I benefit from moderate carb, high fat, moderate to high protein. Everybody is different, so find out what works for you. But having those healthy fats like be in abundance in my day, as well as lots of fiber from whole foods, means I do this. You know, I have my breakfast, I have my snack, I eat consistently. And even recently, like I had a concussion, I was nauseous, I lost my appetite. I still ate regularly throughout the day. And this is big. In the past, I would take it as an excuse not to eat. Now it's like, okay, I'm struggling to eat, so I'm going to have lots of nut butter. I'm going to make lots of really easy to eat healthy treats that are really rich in healthy fats and some good carbs. And so I was still, even though I was struggling to eat, I was still getting enough calories. I was still doing this throughout the day, because I knew that if I didn't, there was that chance I'd wake up at night starving. I'd get back into that cycle because my body would say, hey, you're hungry. And that's how night eating syndrome starts for so many of us, is we're in this habit of under eating, and our body is so fed up with us, it wakes us up at night and is like, you better eat. A last one is I aim for a really balanced nighttime routine every night. So I used to work really late at night. I would keep working when I got home. I would often be scrolling on my phone right up until bed or even in bed. So now I make sure I have a cutoff point on work. Some nights it's not possible, but I try to honor this most nights, that, you know, dinner is the signal to slow down for the evening. I then might watch a TV show, read a book, and then right before bed, I make sure I have that full unwind where I have my bath, I have my calm magnesium, I take my melatonin, I read a book in bed, and I sleep like a baby. You guys, I never thought this would be possible. If you're listening to this and going, that's not for me, it really can be. It took me a lot of time and a lot of work. I share everything in my book. You can check that out on Amazon or on my website. There's also a link in my bio. But there is hope. I also offer one-on-one coaching to help figure out your exact needs, to really work one-on-one with you. but I want to pop in here just to tell you there's hope. You can recover from this. And I wanted to offer one bonus thing I do differently, and that's I don't obsess over food the way I did before. Having had an eating disorder, there's always a certain amount of thought around health and food, but things I notice is that I don't compare my diet to anybody else's. I don't obsessively read diet books or, constantly have to like read everything on anything on everything and compare my exercise routine. I find what works for me. I work with my body, I work with my menstrual cycle, and I honor who I am as a person and what I need to sleep at night and to feel my best. I wish the same for you, and we'll talk to you guys soon.